How good is it when you decide you've had enough? You know what? I've learned my lesson. I'm taking control. I am in charge of myself. I know what my worth is. I see my true value. And no longer do you settle for anything, and I mean anything, that doesn't match what you deserve. We torture ourselves and we punish ourselves again and again and again and again by allowing less than what we deserve. We question ourselves, we question our value, we question everything around us. Oh, do they love me? Look, if they loved you, you wouldn't question it. If they truly loved you, you wouldn't question it. You'd know. And if you love you, you would know. Because how much you allow yourself to love you is how much you allow others to love you as well. Do you hear that? Do you need me to say that again? You can only allow others to love you on the same level that you love yourself. That's painful, isn't it? It's huge. So the thing is, if you're not fully loving yourself, it's not about liking who you are. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about being kind to yourself and loving to yourself. Treating yourself in the way that you treat people that you love with all of your heart and soul. Are you treating yourself that way? Are you? Because when you don't treat yourself that way, you allow people to come into your life that don't treat you that way as well. Now you see, right? It all begins and ends with you. If you're going to allow disrespect, if you don't respect yourself, you're going to allow people that come into your life that don't respect you. If you don't fully love you, you're going to allow people to come into your life that don't fully love you. And you're going to question everything. You're going to be constantly feeling like, why am I not loved? It starts with you. And I know it's hard because we have been conditioned to think that loving ourselves is ego and that it is selfish. It's not. It's necessary. It's necessary to love yourself greatly. And only when we can say no to all of the things that are not meant for us, say no to all the things that will have us questioning ourselves, have us doubting ourselves, having us feel like we are less than. We allow things to come into our lives that we have to rip ourselves apart and tear ourselves into pieces to fit in. That is not loving yourself. And when you stop allowing those things, guess what? It leaves room for the people to come into your life that aren't going to have you tearing yourself apart. They aren't going to have you tearing yourself apart. You don't have to edit yourself. You can be you 100%. Can you imagine being 100% yourself and still being loved? The thing is, it starts with you again. If you don't love yourself, then you need to figure out why. Why don't you love yourself? Why can't you accept everything about you? Because only when we can accept who we are and everything about ourselves and love ourselves unconditionally, does the people and the things come into our lives that do the same thing for us, accept us unconditionally, love us unconditionally, just as we are. As we are. And here's another thing, and I'm going to say this quite loudly as well. Please pay attention. Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready for this. If you can't accept yourself for exactly everything that you are, right? You're going to find people that don't accept themselves either. So you see yourself as this broken, manipulated human, you're going to find other people that are just like that, feeling the same way. Broken, not whole, not all together. So many cracks within both of you. So you think that's going to be a good match? You both are left doubting yourselves, questioning everything, doubting everything around you. That the truth is lost. The love for self is lost. So the love for others is lost. We attract what we are. I never understood that before because I always kept thinking, well, the things that have been coming my way is not who I am. But I found there were parts of me that, because I was accepting people to come into my life that I knew I wanted them to love me, but I knew they didn't fully love me. And I let them come in because I was so desperate to have some sort of love that I was settling for any kind of love, even a fraction, a little chip, a little piece of it. And when I stopped allowing that, guess what? That's when true love walked right out of a dream and into my life. And I haven't looked back since, nor will I ever be looking back again, except to see how far I've come and the gift that experience has brought me. Love yourself first. It's well worth it. It's worth all the work. It's worth all the letting go. You got this. Have a great day, everyone. Remember, you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. Oh, yes, you do. Get outside, touch the earth, cleanse your space. Do your meditations. And remember that this way, in all through heaven and spirit, we're sending you unconditional love. Mwah.